Hey there, welcome back to another video with me. My name is Tanika Mann from Tanika Mann and Associates, and in case you're not familiar with my firm, I own a tax and accounting firm that is dedicated to assisting Black women entrepreneurs who are netting over six figures with their tax and accounting needs so they can focus on wealth, wellness, and what matters most to them. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about how you can prepare for tax season. Tax season is here. You should be getting ready, and I want to help you make this the most easiest and seamless tax season as possible. So I'm not going to bombard you with information today. I'm going to stick with one of the most basic and important topics for small business owners. And I hope that you gain something from this. If you haven't already, don't forget to follow me. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content. If you have any questions, you can leave them down below. Also, if you want to schedule a free 15-minute consultation, I'll leave the link below as well. Okay, so to get started, I want to start with the 2025 tax season due dates. Now, you may want to write this down, put it in your phone if you keep your calendar that way. I love a good electronic calendar. If you are filing your taxes as an S Corp, a multi-member LLC, or a partnership, so those are pass-through entities, your tax return is going to be due on March 17th of 2025. Now, you also have the option of submitting an extension at that time. We'll cover the difference between those at a later date. If you are filing as an individual, a C Corp, or if you have a single member LLC, your tax return is going to be due on April 15th of 2025. And if you are doing an extension, it will be due on that date. We'll cover, like I said, we'll go over the differences between those at a later date. However, keep those dates in mind. You definitely want to get your return in or extension in on time to avoid any penalties or interest from the IRS. All right, so I have a list. List helped me so much. Thinking about making life easier, I love writing things down. So we're going to talk about one of the most important topics of getting your taxes done as a business owner. You need to get your books cleaned up if you haven't already. And if you have been doing your books all year, just wrap up Q4 and you'll be good to go. So the objective of us doing our books is we want our profit and loss statement. And for some of you, depending on how much you gross throughout the year, you're going to need a balance sheet as well. However, you can't do that if you don't have your books. So one of the most important things you're going to have to do, you need to get your books done. We definitely need a profit and loss statement. We definitely need a balance sheet for some people. So with the profit and loss statement, what we're looking for on that financial statement is your income and your expenses. That is what that financial statement is going to show us. So to get that prepared, you're going to have to pull all of your income from your payment processing system. Like if you use Square, if you use Zelle or Cash App, you're going to have to reconcile those accounts. You're going to have to go through, see how much you made from the year. And if you collected any cash, you're going to want to make a record of that as well. So pull together all of your revenue documents. Now, if you didn't keep any revenue documents, you may have to look at your bank statements to pull your revenue for the year. There's a couple of different things that you can do. Sometimes you can pull reports from certain services that you may use. Every platform is different, but the key is we need to find out how much money you made during 2024. Then there's the expenses, right? We need to know how much you spent. If you kept track of the books for the year, this is going to be easy for you, right? Because you've already had your bookkeeping system. Everything came in, it's categorized, beautiful. Everything is there. However, if you did not keep proper track of your expenses throughout the year, you may have to go through your bank statements. You're going to want to pull up your invoices. You're going to want to pull up any receipts that you have. You definitely want to look for any cash purchases. Also, if you did not purchase everything on your business or through your business account, you're going to want to go through your personal account and pull out those expenses. We never want to mix personal and business, right? So I don't recommend you including your personal accounts on your bookkeeping specifically, but if you paid for business transactions with your personal card, speak to your accountant about that. And if you're looking for an accountant, go ahead and schedule your free 15-minute consultation. But we can walk you through how to report that appropriately. You also want to pull up any bill of sale or invoices for any property or assets you purchased this year. So if you purchased a new vehicle, if you purchased some type of software that was over $2,500, if you purchased a building of some sort, whatever major assets you purchased, the dollar amount that you want to really be concerned for about this is over $2,500. Once you purchase an asset that is over that amount, there's a certain way that that asset has to be treated. Therefore, we need to know when you purchased it, how much you paid for it, and we also need to know when you started using it. So do yourself a favor and your accountant a favor too, and go ahead and pull up your bill of sale, your receipt, your invoice, whatever you use to pay for that asset. Okay, so we talked about profit and loss statement. Now let's talk about the balance sheet. Now the balance sheet doesn't apply to everyone. It only applies to taxpayers who made over a certain amount of money. And your accountant will let you know if that is a document that is needed. However, even though you may not necessarily have to report your balance sheet, I would recommend you having your books cleaned up and getting your financial statements so you can have that as well. So your balance sheet is going to list out your assets, your liability, and your owner's equity. So your assets, of course, that's like your cash accounts, any vehicles that you purchase, some other assets that you may have. Your liabilities is going to include your loans and your credit cards, and your owner's equity section of your balance sheet is going to show how much you contributed to the business, and it will also show how much you took out of the business, right? So this is a statement that may or may not have to be reported to the IRS. It just depends on how much you gross for the year and the entity type that you have. Your accountant is going to discuss that with you, but it is a statement that you should get familiarized with. Also, if you took out any loans during the year, you want to go ahead and pull your loan statements. Your accountant is going to need your loan statements. One, we want to make sure that your loans are not mixed up with your other revenue. So pull your loan statements. Not only that, we want to make sure that we're booking the interest, and that means that we want to make sure that we're giving you, we're writing off the interest that you paid for the loan. If you receive interest, you have to include it in your income. If you pay interest, that's a deduction for the business. So also pull those loan statements. You want to pull your credit card statements too, because the same logic applies. Sometimes you pay credit card interest, or you pay interest on your credit card. And so that's also going to be a deduction for the business. Okay, so just a quick recap of what we talked about. If you haven't already, start to get your books together. If you need your books cleaned up, no problem. I got you. Go ahead and click the link below and schedule your free 15-minute consultation, and we can talk about it and get your books done so your taxes can be done easy and effort, and you don't have to even do much of nothing. Just get the documents to us and we can get your financial statements and your taxes prepared. So we need to clean your books up so we can get your profit and loss statement and your balance sheet. We need to know if you purchased any new assets this year, especially if they are over $2,500. We want to see your loan statements. We want to make sure that we are presenting your income as appropriately as we can. So we want to make sure that you're not paying taxes on revenue that is not yours, right? So pull your loan statements. We want to make sure we're booking your interest, so that way you're getting a expense for all of the interest that you're paying. And we want to make this process so easy and effortless for you, so you can focus on growing your business, right? Your family, getting yourself together, and living life. And also, don't forget that just because it's tax season, your other tax compliance requirements don't go away. So we want to help you so you can just focus on the things that matter most to you. Focus on your business and bringing in new clients. We can take care of the accounting things. And another note before we end, if you've had any issues with the IRS during 2024, let us know and we can take care of that. There's no need to be afraid of the IRS. we don't mind speaking to them on your behalf and advocating for you and getting everything taken care of. So if you received any notices about missed payments or late payments or any missing returns, let us know. We can get you caught up. We can speak to the IRS and we can help as much as we can and just get that off your back, and so you can sleep well at night and not worry about the IRS or any accounting issues. So thank you for tuning into this video. I can't wait to share more tax tips as tax season goes on. If you need your books cleaned up or if you have any questions, don't forget to click the link below, schedule your free 15-minute consultation. Also, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're from. If you're looking for a new accountant, or if you have any questions, or even if you just want to say hi, go ahead and leave a comment, and I can't wait to hear from you.